I'm Phil Heimlich. We call this the radical middle. I want to talk about prohibition. I'm referring to the prohibition of alcohol in this country that started in 1920, ended in 1933. This turned out to be one of the worst mistakes our country's ever made, alongside the Vietnam War, Iraq War, and not to mention slavery. Our leaders at this time assumed that because drunkenness was so harmful, if we would just outlaw liquor, the people would stop drinking. Kind of similar with what we're doing today with drugs, but that's for another podcast. See, these do-gooders in the 1920s, they didn't understand that when there is a strong demand for a product and you make that product illegal, it's still going to be sold and consumed. The difference is that now violent criminals, instead of legal businesses, will distribute it. They don't care how many people they kill or maim or how dangerous their product is to the consumer because there's no regulation. In fact, our modern day problems with organized crime go back to prohibition because that's where the mafia grew. Understand that when a product is illegal, there isn't any victim to report the crime to the cops, so it's much easier to bribe police officers. And that's exactly what happened in Prohibition. There was massive corruption of law enforcement. Not only that, about 1,000 Americans died from tainted alcohol because, as I said, the criminals don't care what they put in their product. The lesson to be learned from this is that making something illegal where there's a strong demand for it doesn't solve the problem. It only makes it worse. I'm Phil Heimlich, and this is the Radical Middle.